Good evening. Thank you, Tom, for the kind introduction. All honor and glory directed to me this evening, I need to give to God. Praise Jesus. I am only an instrument. Thank you to my family and friends who took time out of their lives to share this special occasion with me. Thank you to all the people responsible for hosting this event. Unfortunately, my parents are not able to attend this evening. They're on a much-deserved vacation. However, being the loving and thoughtful parents they are, they have arranged surrogate parents for me this evening. Reverend Gene Chaney, your presence is a special treat. A special thank you to the Hall of Fame committee for selecting me to be inducted. To be honored by an institution with the tradition and excellence of DeMatha, and to have my name listed among the inductees who have come before me is an honor that is beyond words. Last but certainly not least, thank you to the two most important people in the world to me, my beautiful daughters, Hannah and Sophia. I'm so proud to have you here with me this evening. I love you more than you will ever know. Before I continue, I would like to congratulate my fellow inductees. I'm honored to be in a class with you. For a kid that grew up in Laurel, Maryland, where there was no lacrosse, to be standing here in front of you this evening is a dream come true. I feel it best to focus on 3 topics tonight: incredible opportunities, a few memories that stand out, and lessons I've learned from being a DeMatha Stag. My opportunities. There is no question I have been blessed from above. God gave me life, health, and physical potential. Let's face it, not everyone is blessed with a perfect goalie frame, which, as we all know, is 4'11", 98 pounds. My parents, the good Lord above, then placed me in the loving hands of Robert and Carmen Slomkowski, the best parents any child could ever ask for. They provided me with security, love, and made me feel significant. They taught me the importance of faith. They got up and worked every day, rain or shine. They taught me the true definition of being a man. They gave me everything I needed, but not everything I wanted. They showed me by their actions how to be a good person. My parents exposed me to organized sports at a young age, where I experienced the benefits of participating in competitive athletics. The chemical endorphin rush that relieves pain and stress, the heightened sense of well-being, and the sensation of truly feeling alive. I also learned at a young age that athletics has a beautiful way of breaking down barriers, social, racial, and economical, to name a few. My parents gave me the opportunity to attend DeMatha Catholic High School, where I learned about faith, community, and service, received an incredible education, and was first introduced to the sport of lacrosse. I've had incredible coaches: Jack Hagee, the man, the myth, the legend, the man responsible for starting it all. Jack, your heart, your service, your knowledge, and most of all, your love for this program will never be forgotten. It is impossible for me to get my head around how many lives you have affected as a result of introducing the DeMatha community to the wonderful sport of lacrosse. You deserve to be inducted as well. If the alumni that played for you have their way, you will be. You're a true hero. Coaches John McCarthy and Steve Kiselnicki also both gave unselfishly of their time and experience. All 3 of you have sacrificed personal gain to make the quality of my life better. You all have exposed me to the sport of lacrosse that continues to influence my life in a positive manner. Thank you. Also, a special thank you to your beautiful, wonderful wives who supported your decision to coach. Thank you, Debbie. This year, Jack informed me that if it wasn't for Brendan Murray bugging the heck out of the DeMatha administration relentlessly and approaching Jack to coach at DeMatha, the program never would have been born. So thank you, Brendan. You deserve credit as well. I'm grateful for all of the blessings, personal and professional, that have come into my life as a direct result of being a member of what is termed the lacrosse fraternity. Jack, Steve, John, Brendan, thank you again for a gift that keeps on giving. I'm also very proud of the direction the program has taken since my graduation. Coach Alden, Long, Pugh, and presently Scott Morrison have given me the opportunity to brag on many occasions about the DeMatha lacrosse program. I've had the opportunity to compete with great players and establish lifelong friends. There is way too many to mention them all, but some of them are here tonight. Chris Kennedy, Mark and Tim Monahan, Dave Rather, Mike Farrell, Mark Melvin, Jeff and Jason Smith, the Ingleses, the Heritages, the Hollands, the Smiths. I would not be up here if not for my brothers. Tonight is about we, not me. I have great memories, and a couple that stand out. I remember attending the open house at DeMatha when I was in 8th grade. I was immediately inspired. I remember freshman year seeing the size of the upperclassmen, thinking to myself, boy, you ain't in Kansas anymore. Freshman year, carrying around a DeMatha bag weighing 300 pounds, containing every single book I would ever need for the rest of my life. Up the steps the wrong way between classes. I only made that mistake once. I remember learning the hard way that my future career as a shortstop or a tailback wasn't real promising. I remember walking into our first lacrosse meeting knowing very little about lacrosse. I remember walking out of that meeting knowing little more except that I was just selected to be the goalie. My first lacrosse stick, the smell of the leather. I remember Jack Hagee showing up to practice with whatever lacrosse equipment he could get his hands on that week. Our coaches always hustled, day and night, to provide us with whatever was needed. I remember having the blessing of watching and learning from one of the best goalies around, Paul McCarty. Rest in peace, brother. I remember our varsity team beating Landon in the Wall Tournament my freshman year. The finely groomed fields of Magruder and Tanglewood. The love and support our parents and lacrosse boosters provided. The fellowship and the community they created. The Gompers games before practice, the grapefruit sales, the short shorts, Mark Monahan's bug bites, the fish hooks, the water balloons, Dave Rather's spoonhead, and his Wall All-Star Team half shirt. You're still my boy, Blue. The flat tops, the old vending truck at Magruder, the away game convoys. I remember Kevin Wells holding a lacrosse stick in some unorthodox Kevin Wells manner and still throwing the ball harder and farther than anyone. Kevin, by the way, to this day, and along with Dave Tonry, are still lacrosse wannabes. I remember the infamous brawl against Andover our senior year. Honestly, Mr. Moylan, a player from Andover started it. I won't mention any names, but rumor has it he's in the room somewhere tonight, Todd Holzer. I remember driving around Bowie at all hours of the night with Chris Kennedy or Mark Monahan to find a place to play catch, or as we like to call it, to shred. The practices, the night games, the celebrations, the victories, the losses, the blood, sweat, and tears that united our team as the years passed. I remember how close the senior class of 1986 was as a whole. I also remember wrestling for one of the greatest coaches of all time, Dick Mesher. Coach, you always demanded the best from us, with no exceptions. Even though I didn't wrestle beyond DeMatha, I have found strength and inspiration from the memories and experiences of wrestling and learning from you. I remember being part of a team that hung DeMatha's first WMAC Wrestling Championship banner in 1986. I remember feeling high, I remember feeling low. I remember some great times, I remember some tough times. These opportunities and experiences have taught me important life lessons about commitment, discipline, perseverance, and courage, dealing with adversity and hardship. I've learned it's okay to fall down as long as you get back up. I've learned that my family and my DeMatha brothers will always be there, especially in my hours of need. There's hardly a week that goes by that I don't speak to one of the gentlemen here in this room tonight. I'm very grateful for these lasting friendships. In closing, the most important lesson I've learned is the importance of service, of giving back. To use my God-given abilities to honor and glorify Him and not myself. I've been given many gifts. I've learned, as Jesus taught, that if you want to keep a gift, you need to give it away. I'm currently involved with an organization that enables kids living with severe life challenges to experience the thrill and benefits of the same athletic competition that has meant so much to me throughout my life, and especially during my years at DeMatha. A couple weeks ago, this organization enabled a 17-year-old athlete by the name of Shane Lauer to compete in and finish his first full marathon. Shane has an aggressive form of muscular dystrophy that has placed him permanently in a wheelchair and will eventually take his life. The average lifespan of someone with this form of disease is mid-20s. Shane started the race in front of 20,000 runners and heard the roar of the crowd from tens of thousands of spectators throughout the streets of Baltimore. To see the joy and excitement on his and his parents' face after he crossed the finish line was simply glorious. Shane felt part of something bigger than himself. He felt significant. He felt loved. Next weekend, God willing, 2 more athletes will have the same experience in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I have played a small part in making this moment a reality for Shane and over 40 other challenge athletes this year alone. Everyone I have mentioned this evening has had a significant impact and inspiration in my life. Therefore, has played a role in helping me give to others the gift of athletic competition. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. I will remember this day for the rest of my life. I am sincerely grateful for the prestigious honor of being inducted into the DeMatha Catholic High School Athletic Hall of Fame. Thank you, and Godspeed.